Good evening to my fellow friends and my supervisor, Dr. Shafina. My name is Johanna Anayang and my metric number is 75200. Today I will be presenting my final year project titled Understanding Taiwan-China Relation, a Realism Perspective. Taiwan-China relation has been one of the most complex and sensitive issues in international politics for decades. This dispute is not just about two governments. It has regional and global consequences, influencing the security of the Asia-Pacific, US and China relation, and even global supply chains. In this presentation, I will provide historical context on Taiwan and China relationship, explain the key issues and strategies used by both sides, apply realism theory to explain why this conflict persists, discuss the global implementation of this dispute, explore potential future scenarios and policy recommendations. Before we move ahead, let's first understand Taiwan background. Taiwan, officially known as Republic of China (ROC), is a small island with huge global significance. It is located about 100 miles off China's southeastern coast, with a population of over 23 million people. Historically, Taiwan has experienced multiple rulers. The island was originally home to indigenous tribes before being colonized by China Qing dynasty in the 17th century. Later, in 1895, Taiwan has deserted to Japan after China lost the First Sino-Japan War. After World War II, Taiwan was placed under Chinese control once again. However, things changed dramatically in 1949 when the Chinese Civil War ended. The Chinese Communist Party, led by Mao Zedong, took over mainland China and established the People of Republic of China (PRC). Meanwhile, the defeated nationalist government fled to Taiwan and continued to operate as the Republic of China (ROC). Since then, Taiwan has operated as a separate government, but China insists that Taiwan is a part of its territory. This has led to be ongoing political, military, and diplomatic struggle between these two sides. This research is important for understanding how Taiwan foreign and domestic policies affect Asia-Pacific security. As tension in the Taiwan Strait increase, it is crucial to analyze Taiwan's strategies in diplomacy, defense, and international relations. This finding of this study helps policymakers and foreign relation experts develop strategies to navigate the complex situation. It also provides insight into regional power dynamics and how major players like China and the US shape its conflicts. Beyond current events, this research serves as a valuable academic resources for future studies on regional security, diplomacy, and Taiwan's evolving role in global politics. By examining Taiwan's independence, democratic governments, and strategic decisions, these studies contribute to discussion and international security and stability. In this slide, we're going to talk about problem statement. As we know, Taiwan and China have a complicated relationship with ongoing political and security tensions. Taiwan governs itself with its own government, military, and economy, but China claims it is a part of its territory and insists that eventual unification, peacefully or by force. And the United States adds to the tensions by supporting Taiwan with military aid, while still recognizing China as the own legal government. This uncertainty prevents war, but there increases the conflict. And in 2016, Taiwan rejected the 1992 consensus, which allowed different views on one China. In response, China increased military drills and diplomatic pressure against Taiwan. China also suggests Taiwan follow the one country, two system model like Hong Kong, but most Taiwanese people oppose this, fearing it will reduce their freedom. Taiwan is also important to the global economy, especially in semiconductor production. If China takes control, it could disrupt industry worldwide. This issue is not just about Taiwan and China, it affects global politics, security, and trade. There are two research objectives in this research. The first one is to analyze the primary issues contributing to the tensions between Taiwan and China, And the second one is to assess the strategies employed by China and Taiwan in maintaining their national integrity and the implication for the future relation. This research follows an interpretivist approach and relies on secondary research to analyze Taiwan-China relation. I mainly use online resources including news articles, research papers, academic journals, and books to gather information. These methods provide a broad perspective on current events and historical content without requiring direct data collection. By focusing on reliable news and scholarly resources, the research ensures accuracy and relevance in understanding the evolving situation. For literature review, I used The International Politics of the Asia-Pacific by Michael Yehuda. This book explains the long struggles between Taiwan and China. After the Chinese Civil War in 1949, China nationalist government fled to Taiwan while the communists took over the mainland. China now wants to reunify Taiwan by 2049, but Taiwan has developed into a democratic and independent society. In 1987, Taiwan became a democracy, increasing tension with China. By the 1990s, Taiwan leaders like Lee Teng-hui promoted a Taiwanese identity, which China opposed. Some, like Ma Jingyou, tried improving ties with China, but people protested, especially during the 2014 the Sunflower Movement. Today, Taiwan remains a strong democracy with Tsai Ing-wen in 2016 and William Lai, the current president, leading the country while resisting China's pressure. In study of background, we talk about strategies employed by China and Taiwan in maintaining their national integrity by the implication for future relations. Strategies employed by China, the first one is military intimidation, second diplomatic pressure, and the third one is economic engagement, while strategies employed by Taiwan is diplomatic initiative, and second is defense and security measures, and the third one is economic diversification. As conclusion, China pressures Taiwan with military threats, diplomacy, and economic tactics, while Taiwan builds defense and seeks global support. Tension may lead to conflict, but negotiation is possible. This affects regional stability and global trade, especially semiconductors. With the US also involved, the future depends on each side's action. That's all from me. Thank you.